You look so cute and color. I love that.
Live on the Golden Square podcast.
This is Linda. This is Barry. And when you come to the round table, you square off with the girl.
I'm not doing that. You get such a.
I do. I love it.
You get such a little chuckle off that.
I do. All right. Barry.
Hello, world.
Yes,
We want to go ahead and
yes,
take you to the Golden Square podcast, 7 Central, every Thursday.
Every Thursday.
Coming to you live. We're
Live.
so happy to be here.
Like, share, and subscribe.
One more time.
Like, share, and subscribe.
Okay, that's good.
Okay.
That was Linda.
That
I'm
was
Barry. For those who are new on the show, we bring you fresh information every week. So
you just look so and relaxed. And is everything okay? What's really going on?
I'm going to move the show along, and I'm going to start with, how was your day, Linda?
You better go ahead and ask me that question again.
How was your day, Linda?
One more time.
How was your day, Linda?
It was good. It was good. It was a good day. And what made it good?
What made it good?
Because I got to see you earlier today.
Oh.
Yeah, but you didn't look like this, though. Ooh. And I didn't look like this.
Yes, you did.
No, I did not.
You look just in a different casual look.
No, I did not.
Yes, you did.
And
you had
I
a clean face. You had a nice leisure outfit on. You look cool. Your hair was beat out.
Oh.
Finger waves, y'all. Finger waves. I mean, there's so many
hot.
finger waves on there. I'm getting seasick. Okay.
It is just too hot to have. I don't even see how people have their hair down. I can't do it.
Some people can handle it. So,
like me and you're totally different with the weather because you like
I like it.
I don't.
Yeah, I love it hot.
You say that every.
So tell us about your day.
My day was, first part of the morning was very relaxing. I didn't get up until whatever time I got up, and went and my usual get the hair done kind of thing, and I went to see my friend. Yeah, that was you. I went to see him, but how was your day? Because I'm gonna come back to my day. How was your day?
Mine was a little stressful.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, because you came through and sort of helped me lick my wounds, it was a better day. So
that was
overall, I would say on a scale from 1 to 10, it was a 7.
Oh, okay. So let me say this part to you and to all the viewers. Was it yesterday? I believe it was yesterday that Danny Glover came out and talked about Alzheimer's dementia. And for some of you who know, he was diagnosed with dementia. I still don't really understand the difference because the Alzheimer's is what we used to say was the old folks disease when we were younger coming up. It's the old folks disease. Now that a lot of people are being diagnosed with that, it's now dementia. So I'm not really sure what's the difference in that. However, I know they go together.
And let's be clear, they're distinctly different.
Okay.
With similar characteristics.
Okay.
But basically, any of that is the challenge with your immune system in the brain starts to wear down. So your ability to remember and to recollect things that happened in the past becomes challenging because you have these policemen, if you will. There's a hard, long word that is what they are, but they sort of police the brain from. They sort of manage the immune system of the brain. Once those policemen, if you will, as we get older, become less and less and less, then it allows more of the disruption in the brain. So therefore, we have challenges with that on an ongoing process. And one is more severe than other, but they're all neurologic. So just so you know, they are not the same. They are different, but they do have similar
So
characteristics.
which one is I can't is the stronger, the one that hits the hardest.
They both do.
Yeah, they do.
So it's hard to say. There's several stages, and that's what it is. And it would sort of be like if you had to break it down, it would sort of be like stage 2 versus stage 3, but both of them are severe.
Okay.
So, and again, you have dementia, and you have the other one is
it's just the Alzheimer's. That's
Alzheimer's.
That's
dementia, but they're all it's all the wear and tear of the brain.
Okay.
So that's basically what it is, and they both suffer from the same situation with the police that manage the immune system in the brain decrease as we get older. So that becomes a problem, and there are things that you can do to fix that, such as puzzles, coloring books, fish, plants. So there are things that we can
active
keep the brain active.
Yes,
but then, the crazy thing about it is that even those who are active, it still can attack you.
Because that's where Danny was coming from, because he was very active and not and not being able to remember certain things. As a family member and as a friend, it's kind of hard. It's shocking in the beginning to accept. Did you forget me? Did you think I would do whatever your brain said that I did? And how do we, as those persons, handling that situation with another friend, saying that it was me who Jesus worked with me, have dementia, and then I say, Barry, no, you didn't do this, and I asked you to do this, but you said no about it, and we never had a conversation. How does that friend relationship affect you?
Well, I think for everyone, it's absolutely individual. But for everyone, if the love is sincere and strong, we just know that this is an illness. So it's not like them, it's the illness. So I guess the best way to handle that is to make sure that you keep your emotional situation intact, so you're not attacked as you might feel to be, and that you're clear that it's really the disease, not the individual.
Right. Okay. That's good. One of my friends is in the early stage, and I wanted your advice on how to handle them, and to know that that's not them.
Correct.
That is somebody else. So
the lack of the brain function.
Exactly. So I say thank you for being my friend.
Yeah.
And please keep an eye on me.
Right. And basically that's what we have to do for everyone. Because again, there are things in place that can slow it down, but once it begins, it's inevitable that it will take over.
Right.
But there are healthy things that we can do on a regular basis that would allow us to not go as quickly. And we're all susceptible to having that happen to us, but we just need to keep the brain active.
Exactly. Okay. All right. I love this guy, y'all. I love this guy. And I am so happy to know that you would be that kind of friend. And I'm just putting myself in those, but I want to pre-warn him just in case, because here's the thing. I want to say that it's hereditary, because on my father's side, all of them except, I think it was 2 of them, who didn't have Alzheimer's.
Right.
They said Alzheimer's. They never mentioned the dementia and all that stuff. So
and it's stages again.
So, So I just wanted to make sure, if my shoes on the left, I want you to go ahead and put them on.
I won't even say anything.
See, you see,
I'm just gonna grab. I said, "Oh, girl, I love those shoes."
Yeah.
Let me see that other one, and then fix it for you.
Okay, thank you. I needed that. So, with all that being said, what a great day, and we wish Danny Glover all the luck. Just prayers go out to him and to your family as well. If you are dealing with that kind of situation, always remember the person that you think it is, it's not them.
It's not them.
It's not them. It's not them at all. So with that being said, let's get happy. Okay, so I want to go right into the show. What about you?
I'm ready.
Because
what it is that we have a great show and we have a great guest who's a barrel laughs. Okay, so you're gonna enjoy her. We enjoy her. We love her, and who we want to bring to the stage right now is the
Coco. Coco, come on, say it. Coco Simone. Coco. All right, so
Coco Simone, the
that's
comedian.
it. The comedian Coco Simone. Hey, beautiful.
Hey,
Hello, Barry. Hello, Linda.
how
Hi.
you doing, Coco?
How are you guys today?
Look how calm you look.
Do I look calm? I had a hard day.
You had a hard day?
I had a hard day.
All right, go ahead and have a drink and come on through and just do what you got to do. Coco, thank you.
I can drink before I tell jokes.
Ooh, okay.
So listen, you're known for being quick-witted, unfiltered, and fabulously fearless comedian. Tell us how you got that title.
Well, what they say, I get it from my mama.
Okay.
So my mother and my grandmother were always quick-witted, fairly funny. My mother would just say things out of nowhere, and I would think like, where did you get that from? And my grandmother had a lot of quirky sayings that you would never think a older person would say or whatever, but she's always said little colloquialisms, as they call them. And so over the years, I've just picked up on that. When I was in college, my friends would tell me I was funny, and I thought it was just because we were smoking that wacky tobacco. I wasn't sure that I was actually funny. But later on in life, I realized that I'm hilarious. So I've been trying my hand at stand-up comedy, and I've been doing pretty well with it.
Okay, so they say that you're more of a storyteller comedian. Tell us about that. What does that really mean?
So I'm gonna tell y'all a story.
Tell it.
I called my mama one day to tell her about something devastating that happened to me, right? And I mean, I'm really devastated and I'm upset, and I'm calling my mama, and I'm thinking she's gonna comfort me. But as I told her the story, she cracking up laughing, and I'm physically distraught. And I'm like, Ma, why are you laughing? This is not funny. Like, I'm really upset. And she said, baby, I'm not laughing at you. It's the way you tell the story. So unfortunately, I had an experience with domestic violence. And the gentleman that decided to put his hands on me, he spider crawled across the bed on all fours, and he jumped on me. And then when he jumped on me, he mollywopped me. And I was so stunned because I never saw any of this coming. So I'm telling my mother this story. And the whole time I'm telling her the story, she just cracking up laughing. And so when she got finished laughing, I told her I knew when she got her Social Security check, and I wanted my $39.95 for them laughs because I was hurt.
For her ticket, huh?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
But you say comedy is your therapy as well. So
Yes.
how does that bring that together?
So I've always wanted to do it, always had the inkling for it, but my life and my responsibilities were too busy and too heavy. And it wasn't until my mother passed that I just went full throttle. So when I say it's therapeutic, it's extremely therapeutic. However, I know that I'm moving in the right direction because my mother just came to me in a dream Monday night, and she gave me a kiss. And when I tell you, it felt like her lips, it was so real. So it was just for me confirmation that I'm doing the right thing. I'm on the right path. My mother sees me. She's proud of me, and she's my angel now. And she's definitely moving mountains for me.
Wow.
I like that.
I do too.
So listen, there's a fine line between sarcasm and humor. How do you balance that?
Honestly, it's really two in the same, and it's all about the crowd that you're in on whether they're going to feel like it's sarcasm versus humor. So, you know, you have to be able to read your crowd and read the room to know what jokes may land and what not. I know if I'm doing a white room, don't talk about Trump too much. I know if I'm in the black room, we ain't gonna talk about, you know, certain things as well. So, you know, you have to read your crowd and have to know where the line is drawn. But it's some jokes that are just jokes, and I'm gonna tell them whether they, you know, cling up or not. And they can laugh or not, but they already paid their ticket money, and I'm gonna get paid. So I prefer them to laugh.
Okay.
So I know Barry is funny, so I don't know if
And
he
Linda's funny.
okay, but
Well, I'm gonna
how
tell y'all what was funny. Watching y'all talk about them Alzheimer's, like y'all was having a little bit of Alzheimer and dementia while trying to explain it. Now that was funny.
okay. But see, that's because I didn't want to step on his toes and tell
Okay.
people that, he really do, he's probably that friend who I was talking about who's so close to having it, so no, it wasn't you. It wasn't you. It wasn't you. See, that's
Okay.
what I'm talking about right there. But listen, as I stated, come on back with me.
I can't.
Barry is funny, and I always say, well, you didn't answer your calling. How do you know what's a calling in comedian, being a comedian? Because
Right.
we're just being funny, just
Right.
being ourselves.
And that's really what it is. If you naturally got it, it makes it that much more easier. So for me, when I did my very first open mic, it was here in Ohio at a club called Wiley's. They were nationally known comedy club here in Ohio. I believe that they were the first and only at some point, or the oldest comedy club here in Ohio, I believe. But they eventually closed down. But long story short, I got to bless their stage before they're closed. It was my very first mic touch. And I don't know if you guys know who Vince Morris is, but he's a national comedian. He's been everywhere you can ever think of, writes for a lot of people. And so he was in the room. And when I got off the stage, he said, if that's the first time you've ever done that, he said, I couldn't wait to see what you've done after a couple of years. He said, take that same set, build on it, don't change anything. And he said, before you know it, you'll have your hour special. And once I got that blessing from a great like him, and that was my very first time going to open mic. Yeah, I knew I had to stick with it. Plus, I started because I had a friend of mine do it, and he wasn't that funny. And I thought to myself, I'm funnier than him. So I went on and tried my hand.
So how do you get your sets together? Does something happen and then you do a chain of jokes, or how does that happen for a comedian?
So for me, I write. I'm not to the point where I can, totally hit a stage without some written jokes. So anything that comes to mind throughout the day that's funny, I'm jotting it down. Like for instance, I work with a guy that's deaf that love to talk to you. I don't know what you're saying. Write it down, please. I don't know. But those are jokes to me. Like I experience that with him every day. He comes to my desk and he wants to tell me something he need ordered. And it's like, you deaf. I know you deaf. Why are you trying to talk to me? Just write it down, sir. Just write it down.
So do you talk about?
So is he really trying to talk?
Yes, very much so.
So look, Coco.
Yes.
Do you talk about your family a lot? Because you could get a lot of work stuff.
Listen, I definitely talked about my family. I talked about my family. The open mic night, I actually talked about my then husband, and he was so upset. But it was funny. It was hilarious. And yeah, he was just not happy with the jokes, but they were hilarious. Everyone else laughed but him. So,
yeah. So doing anybody know or in your audience, have you talked about your grandmother? Because that right there is a 2-hour special.
Listen, and I'm working on it. So when you see me on my Netflix special, just know that it's going to be called Jackie's Baby, Moochie's Grandbaby. And the whole set is going to be about her and my mama. So I don't really talk about her because that's my ultimate goal, but I do mention a lot of the things that she said in regards to her saying. So a lot of the times when I get on stage, I tell people the products that I'm selling and I got to make a joke out of it because literally it's a commercial, right? Because as a new comedian, you don't always get paid to come to clubs. So I have merchandise that I drag along with me so I can make me some money one way or another. And so one of my jokes about her is when I was younger, I remember her telling me, I don't give a damn if you get a job putting diapers on flies to keep them from shitting on pies. You better get a job. And I thought to myself, well, how would I stop the flies from shitting on the pads? Like, I just thought, okay, I'm gonna grab them, I'm put the diaper on them, I'm gonna grab them, I'm put the diaper on them. Like, how does that even work
How
with
does
the
that
diaper
go?
on?
Right.
But when I
And
tell
can you
you,
imagine the size of the diaper?
Yeah.
yes, I mean, ain't it gonna weigh the fly down once he starts shitting? I don't know. But my grandmother was hilarious. And she used to say things like that. And you would just look at her and think to yourself, like, well, I definitely better get a job, but I don't know if that's the job I'm gonna get.
That's who's some of your favorite women comedians?
Everybody, all of them, every single
Oh,
woman that's ever hit the stage. And I
Mhm.
say that because I know what it is to be a woman in the comedian world that's male dominated. And one of the things that I experienced is when I was dating and my man would go with me to shows, I was treated differently because I had a man with me. When I go by myself, it's a little different. The treatment is not the same. So it's a lot of hurdles that we have to jump over as Black women already. And so I've added this as another one of my hurdles. So every woman that's ever graced the stage, whether they did it gracefully or horribly, the courage that it took to get up there and tell a joke is phenomenal. So every single one of them, anyone you can think of and name, I love them. I watch them. I wish they could be my mentor. I don't want to call no names out, but if anybody watching it and you are big and famous and you done been on that Netflix, you know what I'm talking about. You know who I'm talking to. Some of your names start with T, some of them start with S's, some of them start with M's, some of them start with Q's. I mean, it's just a lot of people, okay? So
okay. Okay.
reach
All
out,
right.
be my mentor. I would love it.
So are you on the circuit in your hometown? Is there enough venues that could help your career be propelled to the next level?
Right.
Well, because I'm so outgoing, I'm going to make it regardless whether somebody helped me. However, I have been blessed to run a room here in the city. A entrepreneur by the name of Tay Winston. She owns a very nice upscale soul food restaurant here in Trotwood called Marte Kitchen and Cocktail. And so again, just one day in there being myself, celebrating because I'm maintaining a 4.0 in law school.
Okay,
Um, I
nice.
was hanging out with my friends, being myself, and before I knew it, I had talked myself into a job. So I run an open mic every first Friday. We have one tomorrow. And then on the third Friday, we have a live show in the same location. So I do those shows first Friday, third Friday, and then all the Fridays and Saturdays and Sundays in between. I'm doing other shows. So I was just in Cleveland this past Saturday. I did the third annual Laugh on the Lake with Mr. Sean and Friends. Um, I have another show coming up with another partner of mine, or a couple of partners of mine, Poetic University and Happy AF. We're doing a show called Haze and Humor, which is for our gardening enthusiasts, if you know what I mean, 420 friendly. And then I have a show that's coming up with a young lady friend that we actually went on Miss Pat Settles It together. And she does a show.
Let's talk about Miss Pat Philbin. How was that?
Oh, it was hilarious because I was funny. It was a good time. It was very quick because in TV, they get you in
Everything.
and get you out. We didn't really have a whole lot of interaction with Miss Pat. Like they told us, don't speak to her, don't talk to her, you can't have no phones. So it wasn't like I met her personally. I did meet, or I did speak with a young lady named Carmen. She's also a comedian. And she did offer to come to the city and do a show for us once we can get the dates lined up and the funding together. So there were some connections made, but overall it was a good experience. And while I was in Atlanta shooting, I was able to go to like the Laughing Skull and do an open mic. And so I was able to make my rounds and put my name out there in the city. So it was nice.
Okay, so I was going to ask a question, do you travel? But you just told us about your travel and your journey. So with this journey, how are you feeling about yourself? One hand, you're going to be a lawyer, and the next hand, I'm going to be your comedian. You're not going to be a lawyer. What's your journey? How do the two go together, or do they go together?
So they go together because I won't be a lawyer. However, I'll have a master's in law and government contracts and procurement, which is the field that I work in my day job. However, contracts are contracts, right? So
Right.
my end goal is to be a well-known national comedian that can manage your own contracts, and so people can't steal my money. So
Okay.
yeah,
Okay. And
yeah,
that's the best way to do it. And we tell in our field everybody read all your contracts, know what's going on in the business. So that's a plus for her. That's
yeah.
amazing. Mm.
That's great.
Okay. All right. So how do you stay grounded? How do you stay grounded?
My son and his father, they tell me I'm not funny all the time.
That'll do it.
Done.
Although they are my biggest fans, they really do root me on. But sometimes they just like, listen, today we don't want the comedian. Come on now. Stop that. So that's what really keep me grounded, my family. And knowing that with my son, I've been successful in raising him up. He's almost 25 years old. He's a young man that's self-sufficient, don't need mommy and daddy. And I'm so blessed and proud of that because I have family members that have never gotten there.
Right. Oh my God.
So can you tell us about her side of the joke tour?
Absolutely. So her side of the joke is my baby. And I thought out 3 other female comedians, all from different walks of life. And then we have a male host and a male DJ. And so basically what you get is our side of the joke from different perspectives. I'm a divorcee. I have a young lady who's single. I have another young lady who's dating and in a relationship and is the owner of 3 cats. And then the last young lady, she's a part of the LGBTQIA community. So when you get these jokes from these 4 different women, none of it's the same. It's all different perspectives. I call it her stories perspectives as well. And then being, our host being a male, he just be thrown to the wolves. But it works. We've done about 7 cities so far. We've done Akron, Indianapolis, Cleveland, here locally in Dayton. We started here. That's where the opening show was. And then we've covered Indianapolis, St. Louis, Winchester, Kentucky. So we've been a few places and I'm looking to eventually go home to Florida. So yeah, I would love to continue this tour with the ladies, as well as my own, tour as well.
Right.
So is this your tour? Did you create? Is this your baby? Or
This is my baby.
Mhm.
Yes.
Mhm.
So, and the way it came about is another young lady came to me and said, "Oh, I think we should do a show, and I would love to do a show with you, and we should just create a show just for women and la da 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 da." And I said, "Okay." So a couple of weeks went by, and I saw her again at another comedy event, and I said, "Hey, when we gonna start the show?" And she kind of like brushed me off, like, "We gonna do it. I'll let you know." And so I thought to myself, "Baby,
I don't need you.
if I
Thank you.
waited on people to do something in life, I would be nowhere."
Right.
So
Mhm.
I looked around to my left and my right, and I found my girls that fit with me. We went and we got our makeup done. We did a photo shoot. We did a podcast. I started pushing, promoting, hustling, slanging, telemarketing, harassing. And here we are, 7 shows
Wow.
in.
What is your demographic in the audience? Is it more men, more females than males? What's the
So
age?
it's actually a good mixed crowd.
Oh, nice.
And I would say our age demographic is anywhere from like 32 to
Oh,
67. Like we
okay.
have a broad range of people. And that's in regards to, like I said, myself and the other young ladies, we're all very different. The youngest young lady's in her 30s. Myself and the cat owner, and I shouldn't call her that. Her name is Jamie J, but that's how I identify her on the tour because she always talking about her dang on cats. We're in our 40s, and then the young lady in the middle, she's like mid 30s as well. So, we pull from their crowd and they pull from our crowd. And guys always want to see nice looking ladies, so they coming out to see us. And I tell them, hide your husbands because they want us now.
They want y'all, huh?
They
Okay.
want us. They want us.
How long have
Now,
you been on tour now with this?
I'm sorry.
How long have you guys been on tour now?
So our tour started last year in April. No, I'm sorry. Let me think about it. I've been smoking that wagon tobacco. Yes, it did. It started last year in April. That was our debut show. We actually opened up at a Black-owned comedy club here in Dayton called the Lab Zone House of Comedy. Unfortunately, they are now closed. But that was a beautiful thing to be able to open my show at a Black-owned establishment that essentially was built for comedians in our community. So it was a great time, and I do have it recorded, and I hope to get it on Tubi, YouTube, or Prime one day. But yeah.
The way you're going, you will.
Nice.
So, would you like to own your own comedy club?
That's what it's good.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I discussed it with a then boyfriend, but he wanted to stay a forever boyfriend. And I told him I wasn't going to be no business partner with no boyfriend, maybe a husband. However, being the talent is very hard to run stuff. I
Yes.
see in my day-to-day and just having to, I'm my own street team, I'm my print team, I'm my promoter. I make my own t-shirts, I make my own merch. So I'm the manufacturer. I do everything. So to add managing a club to that, it would not be on the list unless I had an awesome team that I could really trust. And I hope to ascend to that a day soon because I need an assistant right now. I've been thinking about getting me one from Dominican Republic for $5 an hour, but I didn't want to know. I don't know if that's politically correct. So,
well, to be honest with you, a good girlfriend of mine does that as well. Janet, she just hired one of those services, and they do really well. So if you're really thinking about that, I think that's something that, as funny as it could sound, they really do good work for.
I actually got that information from one of my girlfriends who is a daycare owner.
It's really
she
good work.
uses it. Yeah.
Yeah, because it sounds like you need help.
Exactly.
Baby,
You do all of that.
listen, and I got homework. I was just doing homework before I signed in. I'm playing hooky from school right now, Auntie. But never mind.
Oh, but it's okay. We as soon as it's over, you go back and do your homework.
And how much time before you graduate?
Well, I'll be done next spring. I'll be graduating next May. Yes. So after this summer term, I have 2 more terms, fall and spring, and I will be done. And I'm gonna run across them folks stage naked with my little tassel on in my hood, and that's it.
Okay.
And what date is that graduation? I want to see that shit.
Okay, because we coming, right?
Mr. Berry.
So listen, for all the people who don't know, I just need you to tell them where you from originally.
I am from Delray Beach, Florida, baby. I'm a Florida girl. Absolutely.
Say it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Delray. Say Delray. Because I always tell people that Delray, and you probably say the same thing about your city as well, but Delray have a lot of stars in it. I mean, people who are down to earth and love each other and all that good stuff. So I just wanted y'all to know Delray Beach, Florida.
That's right.
Yeah, let's get that good and clear.
So have you performed in Florida? Have you gone home and performed?
I've not gone home and performed yet, but that is on the list. ASAP, as soon as I can get it worked out, I will be there because a lot of my family would love to come see me. And so I make my rounds, and I haven't made any rounds down south yet, but it's coming soon.
Okay. So are you familiar with Marvin Dixon down that way?
I'm going to say no.
Okay. All right. So we're going to have to make sure we get that contact. And then that's your home.
Absolutely. I was waiting on the Auntie. I knew you knew somebody.
So yeah, we got to make that happen because he's always bringing in new talent. And to bring talent home would be amazing. And you're a woman. And it's so hard and it's so unfortunate for us as women that we have to just beat it and just go extra hard to get our feet in, So I commend you for not giving up and staying into the race.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not a quitter. My mother and my granny ain't raised no quitter. And
okay. So her mother, not her granny, she's frozen.
She's frozen.
She's frozen.
Okay, I got lost.
You got lost.
I went right in. I was mesmerized.
So her granddaughter, her grandmother is or was amazing. And I have so many stories that I could tell, but that's her being a comedian, so I won't jump in it. But her grandmother was everything. Everything.
So you knew her grandmother?
So I knew her grandmother.
Okay.
Very
You're
well.
the same ages?
No, her grandmother
okay.
is
Yeah,
old
yeah.
enough to be my mother.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Okay, watch out now. And then her grandmother stayed next door to us when we were little, when we were small. And she was so funny and such a fighter as a woman.
Mm-hmm.
She was not taking anything. So that I think that some of the strength that she has, as she said, from her mother and her grandmother.
She did.
Yeah. So
she said she wants to do a show around the two of them in their relationship.
Yeah.
So.
And if she talk about her grandmother, it's done. It's done.
Okay.
It's done. So I'm sure she's in the house with her grandmother, so she has a couple of more stories more than I do. But knowing them, it's a done deal. It's a done deal. So I know she probably had to go out and come back in, but
right, we have a few, technical.
Yeah, she probably
flaws right now, but it should work itself
should,
out.
Yeah, she should come right back.
Because I got more questions for her, and I need an answer.
Oh, you didn't want to be a comedian?
No. I don't. That's what I wanted to ask her. That whole thing of, I don't think I could write it down and remember it. I'm funny because it's what I'm feeling at the moment. It's what's coming out of my mouth. So it's not like I can write that down and then it's a punchline or a joke anymore. So half of the things that people laugh at when I'm talking to them is just stuff that I'm talking about, just like she was explaining that she was telling her mom, listen, I really need to talk to you. And she couldn't stop laughing, so,
But you don't think you can get up? Okay, so I think and there's a lot of people in my family that I always say you missed your calling, especially my brothers. You've missed your calling in the comedian realm. My family was just naturally funny, and I think we could talk about my family, and I think a lot of comedians do talk about their families, and that's where they get their acts from.
The family or themselves.
So it's I want to tell my auntie. Her name was Mary, and we all called her Mag, and she was amazing. This lady was so funny, and I can't tell it on here. I can't tell it. But anyway, I think we all could.
You're going to get us here?
I know, and say I cannot do it because I don't have permission to talk about my auntie from her children, and but I can just say that she taught me a lot. Each one of my aunties did.
Girl, you left us hanging.
Yeah, I did. So where I was going to go, I would really respect my cousins to say what I almost said. Okay, yeah. So I'll just come back to
yes, because that was
that another day, another time.
When you get permission.
When I get permission.
That's crazy.
Another comedian.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So, but I want Coco to come back in. What is going on? I need her to come back because I have some more questions I want to know about. And I know you do.
Yeah.
Right.
And I'm sure she'll be back any moment now. At least I'm hoping that she will. I even wore my funny shirt for her.
Oh.
What'd she say?
So I don't know. I just
I think you called somebody.
No, I didn't call anybody.
Well, can you call somebody?
Do we have producers?
Call the producers.
Call the producers. You tell the producers. They hear you.
Hey, producers. We're sitting here like sitting ducks.
No, we're not sitting ducks.
Quack, quack.
No, we're not going to do
quack,
that.
quack, quack.
So,
quack.
Who's your favorite?
Quack.
I can't do you right now. I can't do you.
Quack, quack, quack.
Okay. What?
Quack.
So tell me who your favorite comedian is.
I'm like her. So many. I mean, Eddie Murphy was one of my favorites. Richard Pryor was one of my favorites. Who was? I think it's Madeline Kahn. She was.
She was
hilarious.
Yeah.
Hilarious. Lily Tomlin was funny to me. I never really was a Lucille Ball fan. I think she did incredible work for television and what she
yeah.
did for women, but I have just never been. Thank you so much, Alice. Alice said she likes my shirt. Thank you. But I've never been a big fan of Lucy. But I like what she was doing. I appreciated it. But I like some more. I think she's a blast and a half. I think she's funny just to look at. You know, I mean, just the way she does on stage is funny to me. So there's a list of them for me.
For you?
How about
And
you?
well, for me, with the women, I think I would go with Stop It People. Okay, so for me, I think mine would be I could do some more, and I can do Cheryl Underwood. I think Cheryl is really at the top for me. And
I also like Monique.
okay,
I think she's funny, live and taped and interviewed. I think she's hilarious.
so yeah, that would.
You know,
And what is the Givens girl? I can't think of her last name. I mean, last name is Given. I can't think of her
I don't know.
first name. But all of these ladies are good. I don't know why you guys give us, not you, but why you guys give us such a hard time to get into that field. Why does it only have to be about it's a man's field that you get into? They just as funny, you know, or funnier. And I know Cheryl Underwood is amazing. She kind of reminds me of Cheryl because she's so intelligent and she can get you right off the bat. Just, you know, there's not a whole lot that you could let go of her head. So
Like the song says, it's a man's world.
But it's nothing
without a woman.
Or a girl.
Yes.
Okay, so who's saying that? Take it from him.
Yeah,
James Brown.
My man.
So yeah, but being in the field of arts, it's always so much harder for a woman. It's always. You don't think so?
I don't know. I'm not a woman, so that's rough.
But you know women,
yes,
in those different fields.
But I can't make the comment like you can, though. And I do know women, and I know they struggle, but you have a better understanding because you are a woman.
I'm not really understanding it though. That's my issue, and that's why I'm speaking to you as a man.
Okay, so let me just say it this way:
come.
You have a deeper passion for the understanding of knowing the challenges that women face in the business.
Yeah. So
it looks like we might be back.
In
Empty chair.
In the chair. She's getting some water right now. Got a little dry, but I think that's something that we. Hey, girl. Hey, welcome back.
I'm so sorry, y'all. Just like a unprepared person, my phone died because I didn't charge it. So I apologize.
Okay.
Now that has to be some material for your next stand-up, girl.
Yes. Absolutely. How you in the middle of getting some money and you just done messed it all up with the phone? Yeah. Yeah. I'm glad I practiced this. This didn't happen for CBS, so I'm glad I practiced. I worked it out. I never had let this happen again. Lesson learned.
All right, we'll be your guinea pigs. No problem. Anytime you use us, right?
Work with us.
Just come on. Come on, bring it to it. Bring it to it. And Barry had other questions, and so did I.
Okay.
But she got a question for you.
I was talking to Barry about why it's so difficult for us women to get in, quote, a man's field. Yeah. It drives me crazy to hear people say that. And I hate. Go ahead.
No, I'm just agreeing with you.
Okay. So, but what do you think that is? Why do you think that is, shall I say?
Because believe it or not, we still live in a good old boys world. And in all of my jobs, I choose to be the only female, the only Black female. And I don't know why. I don't know why these are the jobs that have picked me. But even in my day job, I can't look to my left or my right and see nobody that look like me. I got to go out into the warehouse. So, yeah. And I don't know. I won't say I don't know. I've been blessed to be able
Okay.
to enter rooms that I probably would not really have been able to enter had I not been educated, had I not, thought outside the box, graduated from an HBCU, going after my master's. Like those things get me in rooms that I wouldn't have otherwise probably got into. And I even spoke with a guy today, and we were actually talking about comedy. But he said to me, baby, I can tell you so much more than comedy. He said, I could tell you just not no ordinary young lady. And I said, well, yeah, I'm extraordinary. But but yeah, so I have been blessed to been raised by some awesome women that have instilled some awesome qualities in me. And so I'm a standout act either way, whether I'm hitting the stage or I'm in the boardroom.
So
Okay.
how would you encourage young women today who want to break into the comedy field? What advice would you give them?
Don't let nobody tell you that you can't do it. Don't let nobody talk you out of it. Don't let nobody diminish your confidence for it. And start going to open mics by yourself. Don't even tell nobody you're going. Just go. And then once you get a read from a room of people that don't know you, then start inviting your friends. Because what's going to happen is you're going to invite your friends and they're going to laugh their asses off because they're your
Right.
friends.
Right.
But if you go into these rooms and these folks don't know you and they laugh, then you got something. And that's essentially what happened with me a couple of times. I went to open mic and I would tell people, oh, this is only my first time or my second time. And they would look at me and say, you lying. That's a joke, right? That's part of your set. And I would say, no. But yeah, go to the rooms by yourself, look around your city, figure out who has open mic. I don't care if they got a guitar. If it's a guitar open mic, you get on that mic and tell your jokes. If you're funny, the guitarist will laugh.
Wow. That's good advice. Great, because I would have never thought to tell them to go alone, and that's, but it makes sense though.
Yeah,
it makes plenty of sense. Okay, so I put it up here so I can tell the next one. Yeah,
I was gonna say something. I'm gonna leave it alone.
You see what I have to do?
Come on, Barry.
I put it up here.
It's empty up there. What are you gonna do? Put it up there for?
See? Okay. So that's why I said he missed his calling, right? So
No,
did I not say that? Yes, I did. And you did miss your calling. But anyway, so listen.
You know what I always wanted to do, Coco?
What's that?
I always wanted to be an MC to a comedy show.
Wow.
And just bring comedians up. I didn't
Well,
really
you can
want
do
to.
that.
I want to do that. I think that
You
would be
can
fun
do that.
and funny.
And
So
so
I think
I get the chance to do that with some of my shows.
See, I just said it. Get together, make it happen. Make it
Yeah.
happen. And you never know where
I'll
that
be in
might
Houston
go.
in October. I'll be in Houston in October to see my boyfriends Usher and Chris Brown. I know my grandma didn't raise me like that, but I'm gonna have two men on October 10th. I'm gonna have two of them.
Okay,
Everybody needs the left and the right. So you're doing good.
Hey, and I'm gonna be busy. You hear me?
Center. Okay. Anyway,
everybody's going crazy for that concert.
Are you? No.
Well, y'all are the golden age, so y'all wouldn't be.
Maybe because it's our age.
I don't appreciate that
Well,
statement.
no. I mean, if they would have said Smokey Robinson and Mr. Big, what's his name is?
Brothers.
Marvin. If they would have said Earth, Wind, and Fire, y'all have been breaking down the barriers to get them tickets.
Okay, so for the Ice Leaf. Now, I was a PK child, and it was a long time before I got to legally listen to those people. It took me a minute, and it was your grandmother that helped me.
And guess what? I have every single album, the little ones and the big ones that she ever owned. I have them all.
LP and a 45, huh?
Yes.
Wow. Yeah, it was your grandmother who allowed me in her house that I could listen to that so-and-so music. So you know what your grandma said.
Don't be telling folks that my grandma corrupted you. Don't do that. Don't do
But
that.
you know what's so crazy? I was about to say some stuff. I said, no, that's probably a part of her act. Let me just leave
Don't you
her grandma out
dare.
right here, because
Don't
um,
you dare. But
yes,
no. But my
yeah,
grandmother was definitely she was a safe space for a lot of people, a lot of
yes,
girls. And
yeah,
yeah, she wasn't gonna necessarily let you do anything that your parents wouldn't
yeah,
approve of, but you
right,
had a little more free reign with her and at her house. But she was stern and she was firm.
oh,
And you wasn't
yes,
gonna come over there cutting up, and acting stupid because she was gonna tear you up and take you
yeah.
back to your peoples and tear them that she told you up. And then if they had something to say about it, she was gonna tear them up too.
What? That was your grandma. That was it,
Yeah,
right?
So what
yeah.
is the ultimate thing for Coco for next? What would be the next thing? I know you're trying to get your master's, and that's a beautiful thing. You want to do your own contracts and manage your own world and your own life. But what would be the ultimate next step for you, or the next phase for Coco?
I think for me, the next catalyst is for me to do um is to get a little more, I don't know, social media famous. So I'm so focused on what I'm doing in person that I don't post a lot. I don't do a lot of skits. I think I may have one skit on my page for my product Slap Juice. Got to check it out. But I want to do more skits. I want to start getting, a little more notoriety on social media, because that's what's really opening doors right now. It's a
Right.
lot of comedians that have contest out. Martin Lawrence has a contest out. Kevin Hart has a contest out. So, a lot of the people that are being entered into these contests are people that have more social media presence than I do. And so I'm trying to get better with that. And I'm also going to eventually build me a social media team, because let's be honest, I just don't have time for it. Like, by the time you post to 17 different pages, 52,000 times a week, you be done lost 2 hours at work, and your check looking stupid. You done lost your money. Your boss looking at you because you done kept your phone in your hand for 24 hours. So yeah, I just don't have the time, but I'm going to do better. And so once I get that stage in the game, I think I'll be, at a place where I won't necessarily be calling and soliciting my services. People will be
Mhm.
calling me.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I'm a
Wow.
true believer in knowing that if you're the talent, the last thing you need to be doing is
And
everything
everything else.
else.
Yes.
You really need to
Yes.
focus on the talent and let the people around you,
Do the work.
keep
Yeah.
all the balls in the air, if you
Yeah.
will. So
Yeah. And I think one of the biggest hurdles for me is a lot of the people that I trust closely are not near me.
mm,
Mhm.
My best friend is in Cleveland. My cousins are in Florida. I have a girlfriend in Baltimore. I have a girlfriend in Texas. Like, all of my friends are everywhere, California, but none of us are here together. And so that makes it hard for me to build a team, because I don't really trust a lot of people. Um,
correct.
so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to these colleges and get me some interns.
There
That's
you
what I'm
go.
going to do. That's
But
what I'm
even with your friends being in different states and all that, the technology has given you the opportunity to bring all of those, your Zoom meetings and all of that. So you
Yeah.
starting your foundation, you're building it, and it's okay to have them all over the world, because you would need that as well.
Yeah.
Whoever's in Dallas, whoever's in Boston, whoever, to whatever comedy club is, they there so that they can
Yeah.
research it, and don't eliminate them. Just
Right.
go ahead and
Our
create.
producers are in Florida,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
Yeah, we have one producer in Florida, and our is it executive is in Florida, and the other producers here in Houston. So
Okay.
if it's not for them, where would me and Barry be?
right.
Well, if they taking on new talent, I'm available to be took on if they want to take on some new talent. But I know y'all a handful. I could just tell. So they might not have room for no other talent.
But we ain't gonna speak for them. How about that part? We're
Okay.
gonna allow you to go into them and solicit what you need from them
Gotcha.
and what you would like to have. So don't speak for no one else. Let them speak for themselves. You put it out there.
So you said you're on
Absolutely.
your way to Houston for the concert, right?
Yes.
Are you going to work while you're here, or are you just coming?
Absolutely. I'm researching mics right now.
Mhm.
Absolutely, I will.
Okay.
Okay.
Because you
Even
got to
if
let
I gotta stand on the boulevard and Shake a left nipple. Never mind. I'm sorry.
Listen, if you put a
If
face
you put
on
that-
it and make it
thank
go in
you,
circles,
circle, you got it.
you got my
Attention is
attention.
here.
Okay.
Listen, I can tell them what street to go on. But we would like for you to come and we will follow you and record some of your stuff because that's what you need
It
right
is.
there. So you're welcome to Houston. We open arms for you to come on in and do your due. I'm going to kill these people.
They just keep on calling. That's
So
rude. That's just rude.
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they know what time it is.
Well, that's you too.
But I tried cutting it off, but I didn't have to.
But the
let it
train
keep going
keeps
down.
on coming up.
Choo 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 choo.
We got 4 minutes.
4 minutes to
4 minutes.
oh,
I've had so much
4
fun.
minutes.
It's been
Okay,
a whole
so
I know time flies when you're having a good laugh. Huh?
yes.
next time your phone is charged. But listen, little girl, how would
You
you
don't
like
gotta
to
let all
be-
these folks know you my auntie, okay? Because that was definitely listen, little girl. Okay.
Moses is auntie. Shoot.
So okay, so there's the information that she would. Any other way that you need to reach her, her information is right there.
It's info@hersideofthejoke.com
Yes.
and also hersideofthejoke.com.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that's how you reach her. And if you don't get her there, just call back to the Golden Square, and
We'll be more than happy
we'll
to
be
get
more
you
than
linked
glad
up.
to
And then you
connect
can
you
always
two.
watch the show over and over and over again, and you'll get all
Why
the
did that
information
come
that
out?
you need.
Thank you. But anyway, this has been great. I have now he don't even have no money. Y'all saw him rubbing up here. Did you see it?
It's
Oh, there it is.
inside. Flip it over.
So what I was gonna say?
I don't know.
That's that Alzheimer's.
Girl, I already told him that I ain't scared of it. I want y'all to help me when I get to that point.
And can I just say one thing? Because I know it's not right to make fun of people and their ailments, but Danny Glover been looking confused for a long time. He ain't just started when they diagnosed him. He been looking around confused for a long.
He didn't know. He didn't know.
No,
Coco.
no. What it is that he what is it when you read something but it's reversed? What is that called?
Dyslexic.
Yeah, he's dyslexic as well.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, so
Yeah.
he was already slow. This just made him a little slower.
Ooh.
Never mind.
Coco.
I can't help it.
You can. That's a talent. That's a talent,
Okay.
right?
I got in
Yeah.
trouble.
I wish this was a happy
Okay,
birthday.
so but listen, we want you all to join us again next Thursday, 7 p.m. Like, share, and subscribe. But tonight, before we go, we cannot miss wishing one of our top viewers a happy birthday. Miss Alice and Emma, they're twins, and they turn 80 years old tomorrow. So if you were to see them, I'm trying to figure out where the 80 come from because those are some smooth sisters right there. So happy birthday, Miss Alice, and thank you so much for always supporting Barry and I. And we
birthday.
Yes, happy birthday.
Can you sing, Coco?
For me, just a tiny bit. I can't
Do
carry
the
a note across the street.
Come on, do the happy birthday song.
She's like, okay, right there.
Me.
Right there.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Yeah.
Happy birthday. That's all I got. I can't go no further across the street than that.
Yeah, okay. You know, Barry be jealous. He don't like for other people to sing outside of him because he always thinks agent will sign them up, but he don't have an agent. But anyway, so we thank everybody for your time with us tonight, and
Yes,
we look
we
forward
do.
to seeing you next
It was
week.
a great show. We appreciate you. You're so
Yes.
funny. And I can't wait until you come to Houston. We're definitely going to be.
Yeah.
we'll drink some tea. But anyway,
Gin and juice.
Okay, so we would love to say again, thank you all for being here with us. We know it's the 4th of July holiday. Please be safe, drink plenty of water. It is hot out there. Like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you next week.